Welcome back to Peak City Gym, the premier fitness over 40 facility here in Apex, North Carolina. We have over 30 years of experience working with people over the age of 40 to increase their strength, lose weight, but also maintain their independence for years to come. My name is Keegan Hanks, and I'm gonna be your host. Today, we're gonna talk about the squat type movements. This is a whole category of exercises emphasizing bending of the knees. You're probably thinking, I can't do squats, I have bad knees, or I'm afraid of getting injured, which is totally valid, but hear me out. I'm not talking about the barbell back squat where people are loading up a bunch of weight on social media and trying to hit maximum reps. Not that the back squat isn't a great exercise, it's probably just not great for you. The exercises I'm talking about are simple yet effective and safe movements that you can do in the gym by yourself while feeling confident that you're doing it properly. Now let's explore why these movements are so crucial to maintain your independence and quality of life as you age, but also give you our top 5 favorite exercises to strengthen these muscles today. So what does squat strength really mean in our daily life? Every time you sit down or stand up, you're doing a squat. When you lean down to pick up your grandkids or you go to search in the bottom of a cabinet, these are all squat type movements. Studies are consistently showing that we're losing about 1 to 2% of our muscle mass each and every year after the age of 40. And what are the 3 biggest muscles in our body? That's going to be our quadriceps, our glutes, and our hamstrings. Training these muscles is not just about your appearance. Significant muscle loss shows a significant decrease in our ability to do daily activities and an increase in the risk of chronic diseases. The movements we've highlighted today and in our past videos of our May Strength series can help reverse this process or at least slow it down for you. So make sure you hit that bell icon and subscribe so you can stay up to date in all of our future videos. But here's where a lot of people misunderstand the relationship between strength and age. You may think I'm getting older and weaker, so I should avoid the challenging and difficult exercises to prevent any further injury. But the research and experience tells us otherwise. Studies show that people over the age of 40 who report chronic lower back pain is usually connected with weak leg muscles and weak core muscles. The data suggests that lack of strength training in these areas leads to a higher likelihood of discomfort and pain in our daily life. But I need you to remember that it's never too late to get started. You can always see significant improvement and progress no matter when you're starting with your strength journey. We do need to address the risks of weight training. While proper weight training is very low risk in and of itself, we do need to be purposeful with how we're training. Strength training, when done properly, has very low risks of injury. Key difference between safe and unsafe weight training is going to come down to these 3 main things. Always start with the easiest and least complex movements whenever you're new to the gym. Then gradually increase the complexity of your movements as you gain more confidence and strength. A quick side note here, as a certified personal trainer, I can give you techniques on how to perform these exercises safely, but if you have any specific concerns about health conditions or prior injuries, you should consult your healthcare professional before starting any exercise routines. Remember, our goal with these exercises and with this whole series is not to become a powerlifter or a fitness model. Our goal is to increase our independence and our competence in our daily activities so that we can live a longer, more fulfilling life. So treat all of these exercises and all of the movements that I teach you on this channel as skills that you develop over time. And all of the exercises that I'll show you today can be modified, but obviously I can't put every modification possible in this video, otherwise it would be over an hour long. The beauty with training is that modest improvements can have significant impact on our daily life. This series is all about producing sustainable results that you can replicate and feel confident with taking into the gym on your own. And as with anything, consistency far exceeds intense sporadic efforts. So try and learn these skills, be consistent with applying them, and take your time having fun in the gym. So let's get into our 5 favorite exercises of increasing our squat strength. As with most new things, I recommend starting slow. Choose 1 to 2 of these exercises and repeat it 2 to 3 times per week. Our first exercise is the chair squat. This is really easy because it's essentially what we do each and every day, but we need to be mindful about keeping tension in our legs as we go up and down from the squat. So to perform this exercise, we're going to sit directly in front of a box like I am here, or a chair, anything that's nice and steady that is about knee height. From this position, we want to step out where our feet are about shoulder width apart and controlling our weight down all the way to the box. As you can see here, I'm fully relaxing at the bottom, which is not ideally what we want to do. We want to try and maintain full tension and full control over the movement the whole time. Our next exercise is going to be the side squat. This is slightly more complex than our chair squat, but it's still a relatively safe exercise to do on your own. The side squat is beneficial because it helps improve our hip mobility while also giving our body a different plane of movement to work through. To perform this exercise, we're going to have our feet wider than our shoulder width, pushing our hips back, driving our knees out in front of us. We're going to go into a squat position on this one leg at a time. If you want to elevate the difficulty beyond just having your feet stationary, we can do this side lunge position where you're constantly bringing your foot back to neutral after each and every rep. This adds a lot more dynamic tension throughout the movement and challenges you in a more explosive fashion, but this can be very difficult. Next up, we have our goblet squat. This is a really great exercise because this is our first introduction to really adding resistance beyond just our body weight to our movement. You may also surprisingly find that you're more capable of going deeper into a squat with holding weight in front of you, so that could be an added benefit of working through a greater range of motion than what you're normally used to. To perform the goblet squat, we're going to hold whatever weight implement we choose directly in front of our chest as close as possible. Holding this in a strong position, elbows tucked down, we're going to go into our squat, feet about shoulder width apart, knees driving out over our toes as we come down, hips shooting back. We want to keep a nice strong solid. Our next exercise is the rear foot elevated split squat. This is really amazing because we're working on the strength in each leg one at a time. This helps even out any imbalances that we may have. To perform this exercise, we're essentially just elevating our rear foot up. It can either be on a flat bench like you can find at any gym, or a tailor-made rear foot elevated machine like I have here. When we're going into our lunge position, we want our feet to be spaced out relatively wide. So if you see from the side angle here, my knee is a solid 6 inches behind the heel of my front foot, so I have plenty of space for my body to move throughout this range of motion. As you can see here, I'm adjusting the foot back. Everything looks a lot more cramped. It's a lot more challenging for me to get down into the position, and my heel's elevating. Then when I go into a very, very long stance, as you can see here, my balance is all thrown off. It's a lot more stretch through the back leg, and it becomes a lot more difficult to stay stable and do the. Last but not least is our jump squat. This is something that I like to add in because we're helping develop a little bit more explosive and power focused movement within our leg muscles. The jump squat, you're only going to need to go down about a quarter squat, maybe a half squat, and then we're just jumping up, trying to create a nice explosive movement, leaving the ground. Or if you're not jumping, you can just go up on your toes. But we're trying to get that full triple extension through the legs. Maintaining a straight arm position the whole time, hold a weight directly in front of your body. You're not going to want this to swing at all, and we're just driving those legs down into the ground as hard as possible. Remember, these are all skills that we develop over time. The goal is not to do them perfectly on day one, but to take our time trying to improve each and every session that we're doing these. Even doing just 1 rep of 5 to 8 repetitions is going to be infinitely better than doing nothing. Now, with any strength training, if you're feeling any significant pain that's out of the normal, stop the exercise, reassess, see if there's any modifications that you can make, and then try again. If you still feel that pain, maybe that exercise is not for you at this time. If you're ready to build on what we've covered today, I've created an entire strength series dedicated to adults over 40. We cover everything from grip strength, which is the strongest predictor of longevity, to core strength, leg strength, and upper body strength. I encourage you to try 1 or 2 of these exercises and leave a comment below on which ones you're going to try. Until next time, here's to strength, independence, and confidence for years to come.